Welcome to Because We Said So, the podcast where Anissa and Jess dive into the beautiful chaos of motherhood, careers, and all the stuff in between. For the next 20 minutes, let's just hang out. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome to Because We Said So with Jess and Anissa, brought to you by us.
We're your hosts, and we can't wait to hang out.
Wait, can I tell you before we get into it, because something we didn't mention, we talked a lot about the kids and work and so on and so forth. And I know you're only 30, but like
31. I'll be 32.
Okay. Being 41, turning not for another year. But anyways, I hit my knee on my car, like getting out of the car, and now my knee is injured. Like physically hurts. And like it's like when you hit your funny bone and all of a sudden but it goes away. All of a sudden when you get older, like shit lingers. I'm like, why does my knee still hurt? I just banged it into the door on my way out. Like, what was so aggressive about that? Why does the body just deteriorate at the drop of a hat?
I know. I can feel you on this one. Am I still echoing?
Oh, turn it on. Echo cancellation.
I do have mine on, but I don't have yours on. Can you turn yours on?
Yeah. No, I can't. It can't be changed while recording.
Okay, let me stop the recording. Just keep rolling with it.
All right.
We had a technical difficulty.
Okay. So anyway, so the knee. So that's all I really have to say about that. Getting older kind of sucks. Everything takes more time. Also, I got back from vacation about a month ago, and I'm just starting to feel normal.
I know. I'm not even traveling anymore. Like I'm not going to do it until my kids can pack their own suitcase.
Yeah, it's pretty aggressive. Actually, Slater packed his own suitcase to go to Florida in February. It was pretty funny. He just basically took all of his favorite things and put them into his own suitcase, and we left with it.
Okay, well, Maria can do that too, but she just packs like stuffed animals. I'm like, that's not my mom.
No.
When we go for the weekend to see my mom, I'll let it slide. But like if we're going on a trip with I have plans, like I'm like, no, this is more work for me. That's what people don't talk about vacation. And I see all these travel bloggers with kids and they're like doing it. And I'm like, that's cool, but that's like your literal actual oops, we good? That's those travel bloggers' literal actual job though. So like, yeah, they're getting paid to sit and pack their kids' stuff. I'm not.
They make it look too easy. It's annoying.
It's really stressful, and I'm a minimalist, and I'm saying that. So like, I'm just not going to do it. And we live in a beautiful place, so that's my new life hack is until my kids are like 4 or 5.
Also, like the whole pack and play situation, like when the kid is still in a crib, and the diapers, like it's so much stuff.
For most moms, okay, not most moms. I would say they're like split down the middle, but like halfway, these moms are not even like they just sleep with their kids. And I just recently started sleeping with my kids, so now they sleep in any bed.
Like
They'll
we
sleep
said,
anywhere.
this isn't an advice show. Do not
This is
follow
not an
this
advice
advice.
show. I don't recommend it, but I will say like traveling to hotels is really easy now because they feel at home in any bed.
Yeah, I'm still not about that life. I like my own space, my own time. I get those 12 hours for me to sleep until I'm greeted with poop in the morning. I need that time because I will, like, you know how sometimes if your husband snores so much, like you dream about killing him. Like, I feel like if my kids then kept me up all night, I would feel the same way. Just throwing it out there.
My husband sleeps in a separate room because his snoring is so out of control and we have opposite schedules. So that's a little bit about me. But my kids are super quiet sleepers and they go to bed. We both go to bed at like 8. So we both wake up. They wake up at like 7 and I wake up at like 5. So
I don't know.
yeah, I know. I ordered a bunk bed. It's coming in a couple of weeks and we're going to redo their room. So we're going to try that out.
So then you're going to sleep in there.
Probably for a couple of weeks, but not like long term.
Mm-hmm. You're going to be like, so my husband moved back into my bed and I'm sleeping on the bunk beds with the kids and everything is still all right.
My room is my room. There's not a single thing in here that belongs to anyone else. Like even the kids' toothbrushes, I'm like, other bathroom.
Oh my God, I have one toothbrush in my bathroom and I regret it. Of theirs. But It's
Yeah,
like
because they come in every morning and they're like, "Hi, Mom, I'm gonna brush my teeth," and then they just getting shit everywhere. It's like,
it's so aggressive. This age is so aggressive. And then I look at like my nephews, they're 14 and 12, and like they always say, like the bigger the kid, the bigger the problems. And yes, but still this like scenario that we're in, they might not be like huge, like life altering problems, but it's so aggressive with your time management. Like you don't have any time. My my sister, for example, could like leave the boys at home and go run her errands and come home. I can't do that. Like they're so needy at this age. And to be older and then be so needy, it's so draining. It's so
well, that's
much
why I had
work.
mine close together.
Yeah.
I honestly believe that like it's twice as hard right now, but once they start, public school that's free, we're gonna get
Oh
a
my
pay
God.
upgrade
Can't wait.
and we're gonna have so much time and they'll be able to play with each other and keep each other busy and like we'll all see it pay off and it'll be amazing. But
Oh
like
my
yeah,
God. They're going to be so
this
cute when
was
they're older. They're going to
I
be so
know. And they're
cute.
just gonna like
They're just so
back
needy.
each
They're
other
like
up.
little monsters.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that my son is just going to like beat everybody up that ever talks to his sister. He is like he's starting to speak a lot more, but he is like definitely like physical,
No, they
you
like to
know?
like karate chop and like karate.
Hmm.
Like that's like they want to watch superheroes or like they think they can do all the stuff. It's like, look,
Do
mom,
you
karate
know when
chop. I'm
I don't
like, no.
I don't know about you, but like when you go to the like yesterday we had a Mother's Day yoga mother's retreat and the kids were leading the yoga.
Cute.
And my son was just hopping around from mat to mat, like tackling the moms, tackling the kids. He could not chill. And I was just like, my kid is the only one doing this. And I just know that like he's gonna be the kid that is like, the wild one.
They also don't sit still. Like how many times I have to tell my 4-year-old, like, sit still, put your feet forward, sit on the chair. He's leaning on the chair. He's standing on the chair. He's over on this way. He's over on this way. I'm like, he's like, but the chair is messy. I'm like, the chair wouldn't be messy if you just sat on it. Just sit on the
Mhm.
chair and eat your food. Why with all the movement? The other one sits there very
I know.
nicely, eats his food, and continues on his way. The older one, like they can't sit still. They got ants in their pants.
I know. I know. It's rough. Okay,
Mhm.
so let's talk
Yeah.
about
Okay.
making time for yourself.
Oh, good. We just did that. Check.
Okay. Oh, I think by talking about it, we explained that we don't do it though.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I did it the other day. I did it the other day only because I got a gift certificate that you sent me for my birthday. Thank you very much. And that made me go and get a facial, which I haven't gotten in maybe a decade. So thank you.
Wow, you're welcome. Because we said
Mhm.
so.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we said so. I think it's important.
Taking time for
I think
myself.
I think that if you don't do it for yourself and like you have a friend that knows you don't do it for yourself and then you like give it to her so she has no excuse to then do it for herself, it's very helpful. So all the people out there that they're like, "Oh, this person like never stops," get them a gift certificate or offer to go together. Like my friend asked me the other day, "You want to go for laser treatments together?" And I was like, yeah, laser me up, baby. I got to look better here."
Yeah.
How much does that cost?
Oh, yeah. I go to therapy every week, and so that's like a me
I'm
time thing.
sorry.
I work out 5 days a week. But it's in my house, so like you tell
Same.
me that that's not time for myself, but
Because you're
I
still
feel like it
home.
is. I'm doing something. Yeah, but I'm still like
Yeah.
doing something for myself.
Go for a
And
walk.
then
I go
I
for a
do.
walk
I
every
try to go
day
for
for
walks,
20 minutes.
but
They also
I
say
do that with
it
the
really
kids.
helps. Oh, okay. Well, great. Whatever it is.
So, but it's not me time, but it's like something I want to do. Started going to church on Sundays because my best friend goes to this church that's really cool. And it's pretty much so that we can hang out and not have our kids with us. And then we go and like do something together afterwards.
Drink. Eat.
Last time it was like they have like there's no Walmart near us. So like over by this church there was a Walmart and I was like, I'm gonna go buy all the art supplies from like Walmart because it's cheap and I'm sick of buying these art supplies like at the Whole Foods and
You
shit by me.
really do live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
You-
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. True story. Can you come visit me? I want to show you life.
Yeah.
Did you
And
see
like
in
what
did
else
you
am I doing for
see
myself?
Did you see in the middle of Manhattan they put like a what's it called? They put like a portal so you could see Berlin, I think it is. Hold on. I put it on my Instagram. Oh, if you don't follow me, it's JNoff, NYC. You should follow me. I do great things. It's a portal that connects New York and Dublin in real time. It just opened in Flatiron. So it's literally like a circle and you see people in Dublin through the circle, like in real time. So people are
Wow.
and they see us in real time. Like how cool is
How
that? We
neat.
should have that. How do we get that?
All
Like
the
your
time.
house and mine. It's like we're living together, but not.
I want one of those like wall, like I see these on Instagram, they're
Yeah,
marketing to me, the control freak that has the planner on the wall. When you it like I want a planner because my husband's always like, you didn't tell me about
I
that. You
know.
didn't tell. So I started making a dry erase board. Uh, Still doesn't look at it. The planner on the wall probably wouldn't
I
work,
have
but
that too,
that
the
would be
dry
a good
erase
place to
board.
have a portal.
I
That
love
would
a
be a good place
portal.
to have the portal and
I think we should be
seeing
linked.
each other all the time.
Like I get it. I love that for us. Portal it up, baby.
Yeah.
Portal. 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 Portal.
Yeah. I am seeing my friends more, which is cool.
Good.
I just have one mom friend who's like, she is the ringleader. She is like, we are doing something together. I am planning a dinner. We're gonna force Anissa to come. Like, she goes to bed at 8, so it'll be at 5. Like, we'll see you at 5.
Yeah, it's always at
And
5 or it's at 7
yeah,
after the kids go to bed. But you sleep with your kids, so that's hard. I feel like my school mom friends do a really good job of getting us together, but my like friends that I grew up with, because we don't all live very close to one another, like that's my struggle. And even if I like reach out to make it happen, it's still like it takes a while to get anything confirmed.
yeah. Every friend group
Yeah.
needs that friend that's like pretty relentless. It's like, sorry, this is happening. Sort of like the
Yeah.
gift card thing. Like,
Because it's hard
you're
for
coming. It's
me.
set up.
It's like I have 2 hours, you have these 2 hours. Let's do these 2 hours together. And then you're
Yeah. You
there
got
and
to
you're
do it
like,
though.
I wish we had 10 hours. This was such a good idea.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
the whole way there, I'm like, why the fuck did I say yes to this?
I'm
And then
rushing. I'm pissed off. Like it's fucking
yeah, I'm
raining.
sweaty. I think I'm gonna get some cute content when we're there, and I'm like, totally forget it. Like, I
Forget
barely
it.
got here. I'm a
Yeah.
mess. Yeah.
My friend came in from Denver and I met her for dinner. And then I was like saying goodbye to her. And I was like, oh, wait, we need a photo. I haven't seen you in a year.
We
Let's
did
take a
it.
photo. We did it. We met for two
Yeah.
hours for dinner. I came to the city. We need a
So
photo.
tonight, because I'm on vacation still,
Yeah. Good for you.
I I am meeting up with my friends tonight, and they were like, let's do something without our kids. And I was like, well, because I took my personal vacation time that normally sane people spend with their families, and I need it just to
Not
catch up on
always.
everyday life. Well, it's like my husband works out of town, and like yours is always going to like it really sets you behind, and there's just like things that need to be done. Like I have to pay bills. I have to like I want the day to just go to yoga. I want to do stuff in my own community that's like
Yeah.
kid free time. And sometimes taking those vacations in the middle of summer when school is shut down, it's more work. I would rather actually just have a couple days alone without children, have childcare taken care of, and like not have to coordinate it with my mom or something,
Let's talk
and
about the
just do
moms
the
for a second.
projects.
Like
Okay.
how nice is it that some moms like are their kids' nannies?
Oh my God.
Because my mom is not my nanny. And I don't expect her to be
My
my
mom,
nanny. But I have very close friends whose moms are pretty much their nanny and live for their kids. And like, I feel bad for the moms, but I'm also jealous.
yeah. My mom is that for my sister's kids, but we don't live near them. So actually, my nephews and nieces get really jealous when my mom comes here or when we visit, because when we visit, it's like we do it every 2 months, 3 months. And my mom just is like, no one can come over for
Right.
these 2 days because this is the days that I'm going
It's
to
her
spend with
time.
Maria and Gray. Like, get out of here. And then
Yeah.
they're fighting over like who gets grandma time. This is my mom is like the most amazing grandma. But yeah, I wish we lived closer, but I'm also so glad that we don't live closer because it makes that time more special.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I'm kind of having the same thoughts and thinking of moving further away
Really? Where are you thinking about moving?
to
Out of New York
Florida.
City?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Remote
because I
living.
feel the same way. I feel like it's it's almost like more quality, more special time when you're going to visit someone for like, let's say a week or something versus like doing the pop in and outs. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
And
like,
and the other thing is like I love New York. I all of my actual like best friends from college and people that I've built really like close relationships with, they still live there.
yeah,
And but for me, I love being able to walk outside and just look I can go on my porch and I'm like in the best place in the whole world. So there's a lot of trade-offs. Like we don't have a Walmart. It's not easy to fly out of here. Like it's it's not cheap, but like
yeah.
my quality of life is super high. It's the only thing that's kept me sane through COVID, through childbirth, child rearing, and like our crazy ass job.
Yeah. Well, like if you asked me this like pre children, I would have been like, you're out of your mind. Like I'm going to be in New York for the rest of my life. I have amazing
Till
memories
the
here. I'm
day
born and
I
raised here. It's
die.
the day I die. And I like maybe one day, like I'll be a millionaire and I can have a residence here and there. Fingers crossed. But because I definitely want my kids to like come to New York and like see where I grew up and what I love, what I fell in love with. I want
Understand
them
what
to
the
fall in love with it too.
most successful people
But
in the
yeah,
world live in New York and there's a speed about it. And to
yeah.
like you want your children exposed to the speed, I get it. My kids are like
The energy.
not
I want them to
not
feel the
gonna know it.
energy.
Yeah.
Well, it costs like $3,000 for you to go anywhere.
That's the truth.
It's
And
okay though.
yeah, like people are like, "Where are you going on vacation?" I'm like, "I'm gonna get a resort pass and go to the spa, like 2 miles away from my house."
Yeah. No,
Because,
you
well,
live on
actually,
vacation. You live on
I
vacation.
went, I did drive 30 minutes, okay, so it felt like a total change up in the
It
scenery,
is.
but
I
the
appreciate
coastline is
that.
rugged. Yeah,
And people do that in Florida too. Like they have staycations and they'll go to the Keys or they'll go like just to
yeah.
like one town over and you feel like you're away because you're living in a place that you used to go away to or that people
And the
go
beach
away
towns
to.
always have
Yeah.
their own little vibe. Like they're just different. Like there's ones that are super kid friendly, and there's ones that feel like very relaxing, and like you can just like pop over and go absorb that and then like go sleep in your own bed and save yourself $700.
Yeah, I love that for us. For you.
Yeah. I, it's like uh I know. But the people we work with, I'm like talking to them and he's like, "Where'd you go on vacation?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm in my house."
I'm
Like
here on
I
vacation.
live in like Santa Barbara, so I'm just like I go visit and do stuff here because
Because
again,
you
until my
can.
kids are older, and until my kids are older, I'm not doing it. I just I'm taking a stand. I'm saving money and I'm just gonna like make it easier on myself.
Yeah, I feel like we should have someone on the podcast come in that has like older kids to like go over all their like funny trials and tribulations and like see like how big of a difference because we're like so far into this stage of life. I would love to bring someone on who's like, "Oh my god, listen to what happened. Like he came home, he's 16, I picked him up. He had 3 white claws, he didn't know his name, and then he vomited all over my toilet." Like I
Not
want to
even
hear
like
those
I can't even
stories,
my brain can't even go that far yet.
right?
Yeah, someone
Yeah.
else is gonna have to come in
Mhm.
and talk to us about it. But I
Yeah.
do know that recently I've decided I like hanging out with people that have three or more kids.
Oh my god, you feel better about yourself?
Well, no, I just feel like I have a lot of friends that have two kids and it's really stressful. Like you said, we're in the middle of it and they're
Yeah.
close together. But you
Yeah.
add that third kid in there and the parent is the chillest person on the planet. They like do not care what is happening, what
'Cause they've
chaos.
given up. They've given up. They've thrown in the
100%
they've
given.
thrown in the towel. They're like,
It sets
"Whatever."
me at ease. Everything is easier. But like I have this friend who is like one of the girls I'm hanging out with tonight and we're going to the golf course in Avila and it's like overlooking the ocean. It's beautiful. But like the whole time, I promise you, she'll be following her kid around because she has a kid that's a runner. And I
Oh,
think
so
you
you
put
are
that
going with kids. You're not going with kids.
because yeah, I have guilt and shame for like taking my family vacation time and not spending with my family.
You took vacation. It doesn't matter what it looks like. You took time off, so you should do whatever you want with that.
I know, but during the week I do work like a lot and I'm always like, 1 second, mommy's gonna send this email. Like I just want to spend some times with my kids where they're my main priority and
Yeah.
I'm not stressed. I think they deserve to see me like on that plane.
No, I get that. So
Um,
you wrote here your what is your New York motto for survival? And I think I texted you this like a couple days ago. And I had like an
Yeah.
aha moment and I was like, this is
Yeah.
my new motto in life. And
I
it's
need coaching on it.
stop wallowing and find a
Uh-huh.
resolution. Like,
Hmm.
let it go. Figure
Yeah.
out how to fix it and move on. Because the more you wallow, the more it stays in like this frozen space of time. And if
Hmm.
you figure out what the issue is and you figure out how to fix it or move on from it, whatever that looks like, then you can move forward. And then you're not
Hmm.
wallowing, you're not upset. Like sometimes for me, it's just like the resolution is saying it out loud or saying it to somebody or writing it down. And sometimes the resolution is talking to the person that I'm upset with and suggesting them the resolution. So, like, we do this a lot at work, right? This person doesn't like this. So, I'm going to come in and I'm going to add value by telling you how to make you feel better by giving you X, Y, and Z or just by X or whatever that is. So, I'm trying to pivot that into my life because there's no point in wallowing. Like, we have very blessed, very fulfilled lives and we should be happy. So, if something isn't making you happy, figure out a way to make it happy and move on.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I am doing a lot of work in that area right now. Like part of that is me taking this vacation. And like
Yeah.
part of that is like I just got a book called The Source and I really like it. I don't know if you ever read The
Nice.
Secret, but it's the brain chemistry behind The Secret. So The Secret is not based in like science, but it's this idea of like abundance and like you say like I said I was gonna have a kid by 30 and one was gonna be a boy and one was gonna be a girl and like lo and behold, like you say it out loud and it fucking happens. And then
That doesn't
later.
always happen because I didn't find Josh until I'm 35 and I was like I had your goals and that didn't work for me.
But I like yeah, not saying, but the book is the science behind why it happens. And so this I haven't gotten that far into it, but like it's
Yeah.
talking about building a vision board and I'm like these vision boards are stupid, whatever, but the way she explained it for the brain chemistry, I get it now. Because if you had a vision board that was like your husband on there, and like you're every single day you're waking up and looking at that and you're like and it's not just like so like what I made the mistake of is I said like I want a husband and I want to have two kids. I didn't use any like descriptive.
Love language. I want to find love
Yeah, like I didn't use any like descriptors, which is like I want to feel good and fulfilled and safe and I want to share experiences or like just like putting like qualitative data to the
because
decision.
that's not what we're taught. We're taught to check the this box and this is the way
Yeah.
life should be, right? So you go through school, you graduate high school, you go to college, you graduate college, you move out of your parents' home, you find someone, you get married, you have kids, you live your life.
Yeah, if I could have like I'm
No
still
one
young
lives
enough.
by that anymore. That narrative has changed so much, and people now
Yeah.
understand in between the lines and figuring out like I can do something different if I want to do something different. It's
Oh my
okay.
God, mind blown. Yeah. And not
Yeah.
only that, but if I had written down like maybe the qualities instead of like the goal in the box, there are probably people I wouldn't have gone out on that Saturday night. I wouldn't have spent
Yeah.
time in these places because they weren't like my end goal. Or, like what is your end goal and thinking more about why behind it and writing that down can help you eliminate um a lot of just like just sit at home on the
Stress.
Saturday night. Like
Yeah.
don't like who cares, you know? So I'm doing a lot of thinking about what that looks like for my next 30 years and like trying to realign some goals. Again, this is not an advice podcast. I'll get back to you on how that's going in a few weeks.
Well, my advice is do what you want and what you think will make you happy because you don't want to live for anybody else. So, like, if you feel like you need to stay home and watch a Lifetime movie and that's what's going to feed your soul, that's what you should do. And if you feel like you really need to go out because you need to see friends and friendships and you need to figure out that balance, then that's what you go do, whether
Can I
it's
be like
hard or
totally
not.
honest?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever thought about what makes me happy because for the last 6 or 7 years, all I've done is work.
Yeah. But
And those are the,
I think it does make you happy helping and
yep,
involving. You're like you're a director.
yep.
You like that.
I know, and I do, but I think that I need to do some more directing in my own personal life because, like, the hamster wheel gets tiring, and when you get off the hamster wheel, if like things outside of that are not fulfilling, like you have a problem. And so, like, I'm doing some work in those areas because I think it'll make me better in my work area too.
Yeah.
Because instead of like just being on all the time, like I literally wake up at 1 a.m. and I'm like, what if we put this in this format? You know, like I don't stop. And so I want to be able to stop and like really enjoy the things I'm doing outside. I think it'll make me
Well,
better all across the
I'm
board.
going to quote Jerry Maguire and I'm going to say, you fulfill me.
Aw.
You do. I
You
love our time
fulfill me.
together. I
And
love you.
having a little
I do.
lunchtime beer with you is my favorite thing.
I would like everyone to know that I'm not drinking on the job. I have water.
I'd like everyone to know this podcast was recorded at 7 p.m. Eastern time and she should be drinking. No, I'm kidding.
Anyways, thank you so much for listening to us Because We Said So, brought to you by us. And we love you and we will see you soon.
Yeah. Hang in there. Bye.
Bye.
To like and subscribe and follow this podcast.
Fast.
Say, I got an itchy bum.
I got a syndrome.
Oh, you said that very clear. Can you say podcast?
Podcast.
Okay, well, we'll see you next week.